Thank you. So there, now I can see it. Thank you very much. So yes, I would like to talk more about how we can use the Agenda 2030 in order to use that to make more come forward in the road safety work. So how can we use the conditions in a better way in the roads, in the transport planning, that now road safety and the transport system is integrated. They are both integrated in the Agenda 2030. And there are several sustainability goals in the agenda that are correlated to each other, that they are depends on each other. And if I give some examples, that for one thing, if you livable cities, if you're talking about safe working conditions, the equal rights for children to walk and cycle to school, are all examples where they have road safety as a core quality, as a core integrated quality already in the planning stage. And the 2030 agenda also says that we need to handle them indivisible. And so you can't just pick the one that you like. You have to handle all of them. So countries, cities, organizations, companies need to handle all issues that has to do with health, equity, and climate. And road safety fatalities are definitely a big health problem, as we heard before. So we're talking very much about the safe system principles in Sweden and also in the world. And that is very much about how you design the infrastructure. It's about how do you support safer vehicles, about safe speeds, how do you set safe speeds, and also about the behavior. And we've been very much focusing on the individual behavior, but less about the behavior of the employer, and how they can act more in a preventive way. So you can change the picture, please. The next slide.
Yep, we have
A
that.
Swedish study. Thank you. Yeah. So a Swedish study shows that almost half of the fatalities that occurs in an organization's value chain, in their supply chain, and it's reasonable to discuss. You can change the next slide, please. That in the same way, have organizations describing their climate footprints. In the same way, they should describe their road safety footprint and how they intend to improve them in a systematic way. I think this kind of figures you will find all over the world. It's not only in Sweden that you will see that so many fatalities occur in an organization's supply chain. And when I say in their supply chain, it means both. It means both those that are employed. It's both when they're working and when they're commuting. It's also the all third parts that are included.
Maria, just to let you know that I believe you have control of the slides. So when you want to advance
I
one.
don't.
Well, somebody does.
Okay, so next slide.
There we go, we have one.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so corporations and businesses have a high influence on society, and they could really make a change. So it both has to do with their fleets and how they manage them, and the influence on the employees and contractors as well. And by using safe system principles, that would be how you use them when it comes to your internal practices, using them for procurement and production and distribution processes. And also, of course, when I'm talking about road safety footprints, it's about reporting safety performance in the sustainability reports. And I would say that procurement and sustainability reporting are very important tools to increase the involvement from the business community. And if we're talking about large international companies, their supply chain very often start in a low middle income country collecting raw material and then ending up sometimes or mostly in high income countries to the customers. So we're talking about the whole supply chain, and if we could make a change that there will be a higher responsibility for companies and what they are doing when it comes to road safety, how they're not speeding, what kind of vehicle fleets they're using, and many other things that has to do with road safety. That would save lives not only in the one country there where the headquarters is. It would make a difference on a global level as well. You can change the slide, please. So there's a new tool that has been developed to support companies and organizations to value its road safety approach, performance, and projections. And it's called FIA Road Safety Index. So that is a new way of working, and it's came up this year, and I really think that there are several companies that already tried it. You can change the slide, please. This is a schematic picture showing different ways of road safety strategies, from describing the road safety pillars, which could improve the road safety management. But if you go a step further, a level above that, by using the safe system approach, then you will address the problem closer to the root cause and using design criteria that are based on the tolerances of human beings, so that when a crash occurs, you will survive. And the next step is about it means that road safety is no longer an independent public health and safety initiative, but rather an integral part of a broad range of societal needs.
Can I just tell you, Maria, your time is very nearly up. In fact, it is up. So if you can bring us to a conclusion.
So, yeah, and the conclusion is that this kind of work, if we integrate road safety with other sustainability goals, it will accelerate the development towards a more sustainable society. And thank you.